Affiliate Marketing 2024, a game changer or a passing trend. Please welcome on stage the moderator of this session, Bojan Ninkovic, Head of Strategy and Digital at Ultimate Fintech. Let's give a warm welcome to Bojan and all the speakers.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to this discussion on the topic of future of affiliate marketing in online trading. I'm very honored to lead this conversation. I have a fantastic crew with me. The energy before this was quite high, so I hope we will transfer some of this towards you and provide some valuable insights. Let me introduce our esteemed experts. We have Pavlina Papalouka, founder of AwakenSpace Education and expert in branding. Jonathan Yoni Raveh, Managing Director of I.Z Media. James Hughes, Head of Global Marketing for Scope Markets, and Vasilis Georgoulis, Head of Partnership for Amega Global. So please, one more applause for them, and we'll start the discussion immediately. We'll try to delve into this topic by posing the questions to each of these experts in terms of their expertise. So we kind of open the different aspects of the topic of affiliate marketing, and at the end of the session, we will round it up with a, let's say, topic question: what are the future trends? And you'll be able also to ask some questions at the end if you find that interesting. Okay, I'll start, Pavlina, from you. So as a branding expert, I wanted to understand and to ask you, like, branding can definitely help affiliates to differentiate themselves in the market. So how do you think branding can make a real difference for affiliates and IBs?
Thank you. First of all, I'm honored to be with four gentlemen on stage in a financial conference, I have to say that. So I don't know if my point of view will be different than most people here, because I've met some affiliates and I talk with people, and I think we all need to realize that we live in an information society. We are all posting, creating content every day on social media. We are the media. And creators are the new media. So as a branding expert, and even looking at some of my clients who are creators, and even myself as an affiliate, I see that the most valuable currency is attention, okay? It's attention and trust. So the people who have the attention and the companies who have the attention and the trust are the ones who take the time to create that content and build that brand. So I see a lot of affiliates and companies looking to do this in ways that can bring maybe money in the short term, but it's a little bit shady. It's paid media, accounts can be closed, but the right way to do it, the long-term way, is to build a brand. So how branding can help affiliates? You can become the top affiliates in your niche to bring the best clients, the best sales. If you are the affiliate that becomes the creator, that joins this creator economy, builds a community, builds a brand, you educate people. A lot of these content creators, I'm not going to call them influencers, I don't call myself influencer, I'm a content creator. They also develop their own courses, and they build huge audiences, and then they want to give the best tools to their audience. And also they have this audience, so they want to leverage the audience, they want to make passive income. So these will be the ones who will make most of the sales in the foreseeable future. And then the second way branding can help affiliates is that a great affiliate that has a great audience, has trust, credibility, maybe is an educator, they want to recommend the best product to their audience and to their clients if they're an educator. So they will look for the most credible brand in the market. So as a broker, as a company, as a provider, you should also be creating the content, educating, not just making sure that you're regulated and you're doing everything properly, but educate people around this. Educate people how to find the regulated companies and why you're regulated and how to do the trading and all that stuff. And yeah, that's how you help your company be the broker affiliates choose, and also you help affiliates choose you. And that's my take on this. It's all about this creator economy and creating content starting on the social media platforms, especially YouTube, long-form content, video content is the top way to sell.
I like what you said. The attention is the key currency that we are living in. So absolutely, all the content that is being created has that main purpose. But I wanted like just one more thing from your expertise, creating for the affiliates that think on this subject, as you just provided them insight, creating the brand story around them. Is that something like that needs to fit within that long-term aspect of building the brand?
Definitely. Every affiliate that goes out to be a creator, they need to know what they're about, what they stand for, what market niche they specialize in. They can become a lot more broad as they get bigger, but first they need to specialize on that niche because they are the ones providing the education, the news in the industry, the opinion. So they really need to know what they're talking about.
Absolutely.
So definitely it's all about deciding what your personal brand is about as an affiliate and as a content creator.
Great. Thank you. I'll ask Yoni, from the perspective of following rules and regulation is kind of like, it's a vital thing in affiliate marketing. And how do you address this in I.Z Media?
Great question, really. First of all, disclaimer, I'll be answering on behalf of I.Z Media. I'm not representing any community of affiliates or anything like that. And the short answer is yes, we do. Full stop. The wider answer is, I will divide it to two. First of all, internally, there are, as a responsible affiliate, there are some regulators that we need to comply, even before the traffic that we supply gets to the broker. As a marketeer, mainly around privacy policy, GDPR, rules that applies, the same directive both in England, where I come from, and the EU. England, despite Brexit, adopted the directive in full. And second, all kind of financial money laundering that we are keeping strict as it's supposed to be. The product of I.Z Media is embedded with those rules. Traffic is registering in websites or lists. They give the first consent to be contacted. And then one of our callers are dialing them and get their second consent, which is double opt-in for the GDPR, to be contacted by the broker. And that's as of the GDPR. The second part is the regulation that we all used to speak about in those conferences. Here in Cyprus, obviously, it's CISEC. When I'm coming from, it's the Financial Conduct Authority, and all kind of good and reliable regulator around the world. Most of them do not have a section that call affiliate. Affiliate can't approach to, in most regulators, and get a license for affiliate. That brings us in I.Z Media usually to the compliance officer of the broker. We'll get all of the directives, and they will be closely watching our funnels and way of converting or producing leads, and we have to comply. Again, with I.Z Media, it's pretty easy because all calls, pre-calls are recorded, and the compliance officer can follow. But for sure, we need to keep updated with the brokers and make sure it's done. Not only for us, for I.Z Media, but in order to, if the question of this panel is affiliate marketing 2024, a game changer or a passing trend, in order this not to be a passing trend, we need to comply all kind of regulation.
And it's an ever-changing thing, so the regulations change. How do you adapt? I mean, it's a big system behind you. Once you kind of set everything and the regulations change, you need to go back and change it again, yes?
So that's, again, first of all, as a managing director, that's my biggest concern. Internally, again, GDPR, it's having a team of solicitors that every here and then are tracking what we are doing and approve that this is still comply with the ICP in England. It's called the regulator that is inspecting the GDPR. We still fulfill the license or the document we got from the ICP that we are complying, that nothing in the directive has been changed. If something in the directive has been changed, like every other field, I pretty much depend on legal advisors, but they are there, it's supposed to be gatekeeper, and we need to follow. With the brokers, It's making sure that every here and then you are actually asking them to check you that everything is okay. Happened to us in the past that the directive has been changed to one of the regulators in Africa, and we didn't comply. Hopefully, someone got it on time, and we fixed.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for this very insightful answer, and with the full scope, I think audience have got some great insights from you. James, I'd like to ask you, how does Scope Markets ensure that customers continue learning and receiving the support they need through affiliate marketing efforts? And what long-term benefits have you noticed in those terms?
Well, I think one of the key things that we have from the broker perspective, is that we all know it's a saturated market. The brokers are going out offering the same deals to the same affiliates, the same IBs all over the place. And I think what we need to face is that all of these brokers are pretty much the same, scope included. You know, the offering is the same, the instruments are the same. Everything is the same. MT5, MT4, doesn't matter. It's the same situation. So it doesn't necessarily then become about what the broker is, and it goes back to exactly what Pavlina was saying regarding brand and how effective that brand is. But initially, it's getting the clients to start off with. You know, getting the affiliates to start off with has nothing necessarily to do with the product that you're offering, because the products are the same. So what we have to look at from our perspective in terms of keeping that and getting the clients initially is number one, being flexible. And I think that's one thing that we do from a scope perspective that we don't necessarily see a lot of brokers doing, is that we'll bend over backwards to offer anything, you know, and pretty much anything. You know, we will be flexible, especially with the focus being so much on IBs and affiliates from our perspective. It is a case of being just open to whatever our affiliates want, number one. Now that initially, yes, gets them in the door, but the key thing is about keeping the affiliates. And that how we keep affiliates and IBs is keeping the fundamental client happy, retaining that underlying client. Going. That relationship has to keep going. Now, some of the key things that we kind of pride ourselves on is within our own expertise. And I think we are confident from our expertise that we can support IBs, affiliates, any partner really that we're going with market-based content. Because at the end of the day, what we have from our side, the reason everybody is involved in this, the fundamental part underlying through everything is the markets. And, you know, the fundamental clients are trading, people are trading. So what we like to do is really push the content, help the affiliates and IBs learn around markets and what their clients are interested in. The data is key, and we were talking about the funnel earlier, but the key understanding here is that from our side, we will help the underlying clients understand markets. The affiliates, the IBs, you don't have to understand markets. You know, it's a very different industry to it used to be. It used to be a case where we all needed to understand markets to be anything to do with this industry. And now nobody has to understand the markets apart from about 3 people in the risk team, you know. Nobody has to care about the markets, you know. The clients have to care about the markets and the risk team has to care about the markets, but nobody else really does, you know. So what we try and do is we take it back to a point where we say, okay, well, the fundamental reason everybody is here is they're here because of markets, fundamentally. That's the point. So if we can keep our IBs, partners, affiliates supported with educational market-based content for their clients, it makes it easier for us to retain those clients. And it's not all about CPA deals, you know, it's not the highest CPA. An affiliate and IB wants you to retain their clients. They don't want to have to churn and go and get more clients. It's harder work for them. They want the retention. They want to retain those clients. And of course, that's what we want as well.
The role of the content that you're providing is very important. And what I want to just, because the education plays a significant role in last, let's say, 5 years when it became, have you noticed like the need from the affiliates that they want to get more content on the education side to provide it? So is there a trend that's like showing the necessity, or just the market itself is regulating it that way itself?
It's not necessarily that. It's not, you find a lot of the times, and this is not me digging the IBs or the affiliates or anybody like that, but they don't necessarily know what the clients fundamentally need. They, of course, have to keep their clients. But it's the expertise that we can then put ahead, and that's from Scope Markets perspective, we and our entire group, from institutional to everything. It's the expertise that we try and push forward, which is key. So yes, there is a need for content, not necessarily educational content. A lot of the times, IB's affiliates, they want sales content. They want to be supported from a brand perspective. They want an event. They want whatever it may be. But it's what that event is. That event tends to be a sales event. But you can't just do a sales event. It's not just let's do a sales event and the clients come. You know, there has to be reasons behind this sort of stuff. And for us, the retention side, the expertise that we have within markets are at the heart of everything. So that's the sort of content and expertise we want to give to the IBs and affiliates.
Keeping a clear focus, markets. Yeah.
Markets, exactly.
Fully understood. Vasilis, how does Amega as a broker build and maintain relationship with IBs and affiliates alongside your regular, let's say, marketing activities?
Thank you very much, Bojan. That's actually a very good question. First of all, the most important thing for brokers, this is what we do at Amega, is to understand the value, the importance of a good partnership, how it goes for both sides, for both ends. So the first thing that we have to show to our partners is that they can trust us. This trust goes both ways, of course, goes from our side and from them. So at first, to open the discussion with them, they need to see that you're a regulated company. That's very important. They need to see that you are transparent. You have transparency in the way you work, the way you operate, so they understand the value of the company as well, and the values of the company. And also that they have the reputation, a good reputation. This will take some time for the brokers, depending on the brokers. And of course, the good reviews that we have on the web helps a lot, the awards that are given. Now, this part is for the building, how to build a good relationship with them. The second part on the building is also the mutual benefits. We need to make every single partner, either if it's IB or affiliate, to understand that the win, let's say, for the company is a win for them. The good reputation of the company is a good reputation for them. So that is why we need to support and we need to listen to, not just hear, but to listen every request our partners have. This is how, of course, they will feel that they're respected, they're valued for us, and also we will have a common ground to understand the potential of this partnership, how this will go in the end. The part, of course, of benefits includes the support from the broker. We need to make sure that they will get the needed support. And this also connects to the retaining of the partnership with this particular partner, this IB or affiliate, which means that we need to provide for them support, IB support or affiliate support, that they will be able to solve any issue that may come, even if it's late in the night, you know. Then we should provide them as well the marketing materials that needed, anything that will help them actually increase and advertise their business as well, because we are partners, we're together on this, right? This is very important. So therefore, when we have this, we need also to listen, and this again will help on the retaining, how to retain, because we're here to have long-term partnerships with affiliates and IBs, not just for a couple of months, of course. So we need to listen to their feedback. This is what we do as well in Amega. We have to make sure that we listen exactly what they're telling us, and we're trying to implement this with actions, not just with words that, yes, we heard you, you know. We need to make sure that this partner will feel this difference. That is why, for instance, recently we had feedback from clients of our partners that were saying we want, for example, Islamic accounts for the certain regions. So we have new account types, swap-free accounts, or perhaps the new ECN accounts that we open as well for that region as well, or to reduce the spreads. Also very important, and also we're trying to help every partner, every single partner, with the best possible conditions for them to offer to their clients, which is also important. You need to help them have their own business easier. That is why we offer very good marketing conditions for the clients now, for the trader. Very important, the fast execution, fast withdrawals when they want to take the money out, of course, and the profits, and also loyalty programs as well. So with all this combined, we will be able to maintain and, of course, build at first a good relationship, a good partnership with our partners and affiliates or IBs.
Thanks so much for this. Wanted to get back now to the topic. I think, like, just listening to each of the panel speakers and they're giving their insights, it's kind of obvious that the topic and the headline, like, is it a game changer or passing trend? I think that it's not passing, that's for sure. And it's everybody's heavily relying on affiliates in those terms. So I'd like to also from each of you to get some points of view from this perspective of the trend in 2024 regarding the affiliates. What are your expectations or what are your advice in those terms? And how do you see 2024 in terms of the affiliates? Well, maybe let's start, Pavlina, or maybe Yoni, would you like maybe to start on this discussion?
Well, I'm not very good in predicting the future. I think 2024, I know I'm a bit boring and I'm talking mainly about one subject from the beginning of the panel, but I think 2024 we'll see more and more division, less and less affiliates that are working non-regulated, not following the rules, doing things that might have been legit 15, 17 years ago when we all started doing what we are doing. And more affiliates that understand that the rules of the game has changed and needs to follow and do things properly. Pretty much the same thing of what you see in the industry. The type of brokers that we see here, it's not the type of the brokers that I see here in 2011 or 2012 when there was the first IFX in Cyprus. I think marketing in general and affiliation in particular will follow, and definitely a game changer with the right affiliates.
James?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I agree with that to that perspective, and it comes back, and Vasilis was talking earlier about the fast withdrawals and making sure that the execution is good and all of those things. And I think what's becoming tougher is that for a long time, as you say, there are different brokers now. From 2011 to now, I think there'll be different brokers as the sponsors this year to next year. So this is kind of the world that we live in. So those sort of things that you were talking about don't become necessarily a given then. Fast execution and fast withdrawals, client thinks, well that's just what's going to happen. It doesn't necessarily happen. And getting those things done is tough. But I think, again, it's from our side, it's service. Everything is about service, and that can just be really loose, and everybody says, yeah, service is fine. Yeah, great. We'll give great service. Or we can all sit here and say we give great service, and then someone can become an IB and the service is shit, basically. So we have to think about it from a different perspective. And from our side, the perspective is, as I said, giving people the majority in a bespoke deal, anything that they need from that perspective. But for us, it's languages. Languages is key. Supporting the marketing efforts across. We have our materials in 20 different languages. All of our IB deals, our marketing material that we will push to IBs, we support. The reason that these IBs and affiliates aren't brokers necessarily is they don't have that kind of infrastructure, So the marketing budgets we have, that's why they're coming to us. So we treat them directly as 100% part of what we do. Yes, there's the CPA deals. Yes, everybody's getting paid from that perspective, but IBs, especially big IBs, are complete and utter gold dust. They will go. It doesn't take much for anyone to go. You upset an IB and they're gone. Instantly. So because everybody else offers the same thing, and they just tweak an offering, and they're off, easy. But if we can market, we can build that brand, build their brand. It's not about building our brand, it's about building their brand for them, And if that goes hand in hand, because from our brand perspective, the bigger that we are, the easier it becomes for us to keep them. But we have to put that same effort, that same marketing potential, that same brand focus on their brand, because at the end of the day, every IB, every affiliate, everyone who runs an IB or an affiliate wants to see their brand big. Everyone who runs a company anywhere wants to see their brand big, and that even in terms of an ego boost to keep someone there. You know, you want to see your brand big. So if I can keep an IB or an affiliate by pumping money into helping their brand and boosting their brand, and that helps them from that perspective, that's why I think from 2024 to actually come around and answer the question, is that within 2024, the key thing is going to be for brands pumping money into supporting, or brokers pumping money into supporting the brands that these people have, these affiliates, these IBs, because everybody wants to see their brand in lights. And if we can do that, that's 90% of the way.
Great. And I'll use exactly that to pass now to Pavlina, just from the perspective, because James said so much about strongering the brands of the partners that they work with. So more maybe from that perspective also.
Yeah, I love that. I totally agree. I want to go back to the point of attention and trust. And this will happen on social media, and it will happen in the creator economy. And I will say again that the top creators in your niche will be the top affiliates. So how do you support these affiliates? You not only have a properly regulated company, a strong platform, but you educate them. You give them educational material. You build your brand on social media. You provide your own content. They are looking. I'm an affiliate for companies, and I always choose the best company. If the affiliate program is robust, if there is an affiliate manager, they're sending us marketing material, they're putting money on us. As a small creator, you don't need to be a big creator. The affiliate doesn't need to be a big creator. They need to have a strong community that trusts them. So it's all about building a credible brand as a company so people can see it, can Google it, can see it on social media, and then giving all that educational material, the marketing material, and pushing affiliates to that direction, actually, and also giving them incentives and showing them some success stories, credible ones, people who are really like educating people out there. Because when you educate people on social media, and you will not know unless you do this. When you're a creator or a company and you're educating, people trust you so much that whatever you're educating them on and giving opinion and giving news, when it's the time to recommend a product, a service, they will go with your recommendation versus compare with whatever ads the broker runs as a pre-roll on YouTube. It won't matter. What will matter is that recommendation. So it's all about content, education, building that brand, building that trust, and yes, really building a robust affiliate marketing program that supports affiliates and that also rewards the great affiliates and gives bigger and bigger benefits. Yes, for the long term as well. Long-term collaborations.
Thank you. Vasilis, can we have your take on this?
Yes, of course. Yes, actually, I agree with what was mentioned before, especially with James on the part of how this will be standing as a new trend, it's never going to be a passing trend, affiliate marketing. Especially now, it's already the expectation for 2023, as I read, is like $8 billion. On revenue. It's quite big. I would like to give another perspective on that matter. So it's actually, there is out there a problem, and it's happening a lot with many of affiliates. The struggle of affiliates usually is that they try to find the most of the leads to provide brokers. So if we speak for that perspective of the brokers, of course. So this usually, when it happens, it sometimes gives back a bad quality because the microphone doesn't work.
Yeah,
okay.
Something I
So
noticed. Some,
it's more of a quantity, as I was mentioning. So sometimes the quality is not very good. I think for this, for the next year, and to continue to be a game changer, affiliates, if affiliates will focus more on the quality over quantity. This doesn't mean we take away quantity, but the quality of the lead, in the end, will make everybody happy because the trader will be satisfied with the advertisement she sees online. The affiliate will bring quality results basically on the broker. The broker will be happier to absorb these leads and to add them in the ranks, and in the end, everybody will be satisfied. Because let's face it, when what we're facing already many times is that if the quantity is a lot but the quality less, it happens exactly the opposite, and we have dissatisfied traders that they will never start trading, or they will stay for a little bit, for some time, in the broker. So yes, absolutely, the next year affiliate marketing will be for every partner a game changer, as for sure, and we just need to make sure that we have this adjustment. And I was mentioned before from Yoni to be also the regulation here as well for every affiliate, and I think it will make a difference for the years to come.
Great. Yoni.
I want to endorse everything my panel mates here said, and maybe to say that to connect everything together, especially what you, James, said earlier about not to leave the market only for the risk departments. There is a situation now for 15 years, which is pretty much the entire lifetime of the financial derivatives industry. The interest environment was close to zero in most of the normal monetary and developed countries. And all of a sudden, we are talking about BOE is now 4.5, and I think the rest of the developed economies, especially in Europe, are pretty much aside. All of a sudden, maybe Forex, CFD, crypto are not that attractive as it was for investors. I am just getting from my bank, Barclays, 4.5%, zero risk. Money is fully available and fluid. So I think that also us affiliates, as you said, James, we need to be focused in the market, understand how, in order to bring much more quality traffic to the brokers, making sure that they're getting good and quality information and courses and training before they go online, in order to keep this product attractive for investors, as simple as it is.
Thank you, Yoni. I would like to open now the floor for the audience for the questions. We heard some different perspective coming from branding, regulation, supporting the affiliates and building the relationship and trust. So I would like to give you an opportunity to ask these experts from your point of view, whatever is something that would be interesting to hear as an answer. So if there are any questions, please let us know. Just raise your hand and our colleagues will provide you the mic. Go ahead, Lisa. Thank you.
Hello, hi. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. I'm Sean Acosta, Partnership Manager of Square Financial. I have just a question for James and maybe also to understand the perspective from Vasilis. How do you calculate exactly the risk of the affiliates, okay? Because let's say the IBs for the broker is more easy to manage in terms of risk. But let's say you are a good affiliate, so you are bringing very good traffic. And in the first time, how do you understand if this affiliate can be work in your company? What's the type of risk, like based on ROI or based on something else? So in order to understand exactly, okay, this affiliate is good for us also in the first, let's say, 6 months.
Thank you.
Yeah, obviously one of the key things that, from our perspective, is that we make sure our managers are firstly talking to the affiliates before. That it's not a case of there's an affiliate and we'll bring them on. It's not. We won't take anybody who just turns up, says I've got some clients and they come in. That goes from affiliates, IBs, whatever it is. We have to make sure that from our side the due diligence is done, because believe me. And our affiliates manager is sitting right here, Stelios. He knows it's just not worth going through the compliance hell to bring on an affiliate that doesn't bother bringing anything in. So we just won't go through it. It's horrific. So the key thing for us is diligence beforehand, and then once they're on, it's a case of just monitoring the conversions. That's the key thing. you have to take a bit of a leap of faith at some point, you know. But the key thing is we won't let something run without the results. You know, if the results aren't there, then it will be cut off. Simple. It's as simple as that. Because at the end of the day, the problem with IBs and affiliates is that they cost you money rather than direct clients don't cost you anything. Affiliates and IBs, apart from your cost per client, but an IB and an affiliate costs you, so you have to make sure that they're performing. And we've all been talking here today about how we do that. How we building that brand and helping. But there has to be initially, it has to be from a situation where we understand in that first period that it works from our side.
I continue. On my perspective, I actually agree with James. Is also, I have to add that first, our managers will check the website of the affiliate, of course, make sure that it works properly. That's why we have all these tools, right, from a marketing perspective. And when, of course, then the managers will speak directly and qualify the affiliate for sure. We ask sometimes for a past the history of course, the database and everything. So something important I want to say here that is a little bit differentiated that what James mentioned is that we will give the chance to most of the affiliates to prove themselves with us. Okay, this is something we want as Amega, and the reason we do that is because we want to give the chance even to some small or a new affiliate to be in the business and get started. But the risk management here has to be with the traffic that this partner will provide. So that, of course, there will be certain conditions for them to join us. And then you see how many, for example, it could be on the volume on the traded lots that this client will have. So basically, we tested and we see for the couple of months how the traffic is going, how, of course, the lots that are opened are going on as well. And if this is profitable for both sides, yes, we maintain that, and we do not want just for the broker to make profit. No, we want our partners, because they are actually partners with the meaning of the word, to make profit as well, the more they can from us, from our corporation.
Thank you. Do we have any more questions for the guests? I don't see any.
Hi, Stelios here, head of affiliates, Scope Markets. The thing is that, you can hear me now? The thing is that you always get back to the point that James mentioned. They can always just go to another broker who offers a higher CPA, or it's a little bit tricky. You can, for example, have, let's say, qualification requirements to make sure that you get the best possible quality, but you won't be competitive, and that's an issue. That's a problem for all of us who are dealing with affiliates. So I'm not sure how we can tackle this and what we can do to get the best quality and quantity as well, but at the same time be competitive, because there's always another broker who offers a better deal, and it's really hard. It's becoming really hard for all of us who are dealing with affiliates. You don't know the quality, and I just wanted to add something to your question, and
Thank you.
Thank you.
If there are no more questions, I'd like to thank my guests for the fantastic insights and you for participating at this. And once again, have a great expo, and thank you for being in this session. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Thank you.